So hey guys, welcome back again in MUO Sigma classes, and in this lecture we are going to discuss on operations, like how we can do some operations in Django, because till now we have discussed in the previous lectures only on the UI part, like how we can connect the template, how we can use a Jinja pattern, how we can basically create a dictionary and how we can use the dictionary value, and how we can basically use two different HTML files together. So basically now we are discussing over on the important operation. It is called addition operation. So now we can see here in this screen we have two numbers, right? So let's say I'm filling here 1 and 1. When you will hit submit button, then you can see here we got result 2, right? So this is what we are going to implement in this application, in this tutorial, and using this Django framework. So let's get started. So to create the form UI, we need to create the HTML file, which is called the form.html file. So under in this template folder, I'm going to create a new file. It is called the form.html. So in this HTML file, basically this is, you can see now here we have the default code. Let's make Mu Sigma classes as a title over here. Let's make a title Mu Sigma classes. Under in this body part, I am going to create let's say number 1, and here I am create one input with the type text, and the name will be num1. Copy and paste over here. So this will be number 2, and this is for number 2, right? And we also need to create the button, the submit button. So let me just pass here submit. Okay. So in order to access this page, we need to go inside our application. Under in this urls.py file, we need to call this form.html from here. So you can see here we are calling this index now. So we are calling this index, right? So under in this view.py file, you can see here we are navigating to index.html. So we'll create this. So we'll change this and we'll make the form.html. Once you will refresh this page, okay, we got an error, right? So I think we need to run our server again. Okay, so what is the problem? Okay, let me just rerun my server again. Okay, so let me just refresh this page once again. So now you can see we have a number 1 field, we have a number 2 field, right? And so as you can see here, we have 2 fields and 1 button. So we need to separate in different line. So let me just use a break here like this. Okay, just refresh this page. Okay, perfect. Now you can see here. Perfect. So you can see here we have number 1, number 2 field and the submit button. So the moment when you will hit the submit button, you need to listen an action, right? So we'll create a form, right? So we will put this inside this form, and we will have the action, and just close the form here. Okay. So let's say we are creating an action is called add. So let's say refresh this page and put 23 and 23 and submit button. Now you can see here over on this screen, on this top you can see here we have this add path and the number 1 value and the number 2 value. Okay. So at the moment when you're clicking on the submit button, the path will be add, right? So this urls.py file, under in your application, this file will read your path. So let me just copy this and paste over here. So when this file will read the path is add, then it will call a function. So let's say make the function is add like this, and we need to make a function here inside this view.py file. Let me just copy this and put like this. We will create a function called add, and we will call a separate HTML file, because when you are clicking on the add button, you should have a different, you should get different page where you will have the result, right? So I'm going to make another HTML file which is called let's say result. Let's say the name is result.html, creating a default code, and the title will be result. And for example, we are just writing here result only. Okay. And under in this view.py file, you can see here we should navigate to the result.html. Let me just refresh this page. Okay, once you will click on this submit button, you can see here we got a result, right? But this is not our actual result. We need to find out the actual result. You can see here we have this form, right? We have this form. When you are clicking on this submit button, you will get the result, but this is not the actual result. We need to do some operations over here inside this function. So let's focus on this here. We have, let's say we have a 12, click on the button. Okay, click on the button. Oh, sorry. And we have this result, right? So just focus on this. This is the add path, and we have the number 1 and the number 2. So you can see the request. This request is the get type of request we are getting. Okay, so let's say we have the variable called num1, and we inside this request parameter we will get the value of number 1 and number 2. But you can see here we have the request with the get type, right? So we need to use like this get and pass num1. Copy this and paste it like this. You will get number 2 and storing in num2, and we will get the result. Okay, and we need to add both number num1 plus num2. Okay, so in this result you will get your result, right? So what we are doing here, we are fetching the num1 num2 value here in this function, and we are storing in num1 and num2 variables, and we are adding num1 and num2 and storing inside the result. So we need to pass this result to this HTML, so to this result.html. So let's say we can make the dictionary over here, and we'll say like result. So this will be result key, and we'll have the result, right? So this result.html file basically read this result value. Okay, so this is the key, right? So this is the result key, and so result.html file easily can access this result key. Okay, and let's say, okay, so we will jump into the result.html file. So let's go inside the result.html file. Okay, so as of now we are getting the only result, right? So we are not getting any kind of any actual result. So to fetch the dictionary, to fetch the key where we have the actual value, we need to do something here. So we need to create the block content. So like this we can create our block content, right? Just copy this and here, paste over here, and we need to end the block. Okay, and under in this double curly braces you need to use that the key is result, and you can see here we have this result key, right? So just copy this name, and in this result.html file just paste over here inside this double curly braces result. Just save this file and just refresh this file. You can see 12, but the value was 12 and 12. We are adding both value, but you can see here we are concatenating to each other, because the format of the value is the string, right? So we need to parse it into integer. So we need to parse it into integer. So under in this view.py file, we need to use int and like this, int like this, and refresh this page and 12 and 12. When you will hit on the submit button, then you can see you got a result. Then this time you are getting the correct result 24. So let's understand the process once again. Okay, so at the very first step, when your project will run, mu sigma project will run and the urls.py file will run. At the blank space path, you are calling this application and this urls.py file. So the moment your application will run, urls.py file will run. At the blank space, you are calling the index function. Under in this view.py file, you can see here we have this index function, and here we are rendering the form.html page. This is this one page. Okay. So at the moment when you are clicking on the submit button, we have action called the add. So the path will be add. So the new path will be add. So this path can read by this application. So when the application will get this add path, this will call the add function inside this view.py file. This add function will fetch the number 1 and number 2 value, and it will store in num1 and num2, and it will add both value and store inside this result. And here you can see we have this dictionary. This is the value and this is the key. And we are also rendering another HTML file which is called result.html file. So under in this result.html file, we can access this dictionary. So you can see here we have the result.html file. In order to access the dictionary, or in order to access the key value pair, we need to create the block content over here, and we also need to end the block. So you can see here in the double curly braces, we are using our key. So this key will return the value. So you can see here under in this double curly braces, we got our result like this. I hope guys you will like this video. If you like this video, please give big thumbs up and like this video, share this video, and subscribe my channel MUO Sigma Classes. Also guys, I am putting my extra effort in this series. So in this Django series, you will learn lots of things, and at the end we will create a project. We will create the e-commerce project. So let's subscribe this channel. Thank you so much guys.